Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and this is your daily dust for Monday, September 12th. If you're watching in real time or anytime you stumble upon it, it can be a timeless reading for whenever you need this message. We're going to use the telema. I call it telema because I I'm used to pronouncing the TH in a Spanish way, but it could be telema, however you want to pronounce it. I feel like telema could be an accurate way to pronounce it since Los Scarabeo, he has multi languages. I shouldn't say he, they, the publisher has multi languages in most of their decks. And I had to put little tabs here because it's kind of hard to find the different suits, so that's what I did with this book. Anyway, I love this deck. It's one of my very first go-tos, and I edged it, colored the edges in green, and let's see what we get. It's a nice, realistic Rider-Waite-Smith type deck, but it's kind of Renaissance realism, which is kind of my favorite. I like that style. I also like fantasy and fairies, of course. I'm really searching for, eventually I'm going to make it myself, but searching for a real beautiful fantasy fairy realistic deck. The closest I came has been the forest creatures, which is really nice. But if you know of one, just comment in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. All right, let's take from the top. Here we go. We have the Hierophant and ooh, the Knight of Cups. This is a good start. And the Star. I love the Star card in this deck especially. I'm so glad she came out. Really beautiful. So it looks like a good message here. Let's zoom on in. So right off the bat, I'm hearing irresistible beauty, magnetic beauty. That's what you are, or your person is, or however you want to put yourself in this reading, but definitely star quality and a magnetic beauty. One of the things I like about Telema and Arcanum tarots is the little quotes. It's like these people are talking to you. So here's a message from the Hierophant. The Hierophant is saying, be blessed, be still. It is time you learn the truth behind why you are here. Come forth and take the blessings that I'm about to give you. So this is the keeper here. He is all about, religion and spiritual truths and ritual. He's the mirror opposite of the high priestess, but he uses his knowledge in different ways. He's more of an kind of the, like one-on-one earthy type, but even though, the high priestess can be that for us in this way, like in tarot readers and spiritual advisors, the Hierophant's more like the priest, but he can be any faith, and he doesn't even have to be a particular faith. He could be just a philosopher. So he has a book in his left hand, and that's his guiding principles, which bind him to his higher source. And then the keys represent 2 keys of knowledge, and they are at his heart chakra. And then the left hand, he has 2 fingers gesturing, reminding us that some things are known and some things continue to be hidden from us, and some things are going to be known. So in that respect, he does mirror the high priestess, because she is also about secrets and things and secret knowledge and what you will learn eventually. So it is all about learning religion, seeking guidance from higher authority, and connecting to your divine source. In this case, it could represent Taurus, and it also could just plain represent spirituality in general. It could be going to church. It could be meeting with people who have a nice philosophy about them. There can be a bit of rigidity sometimes in it, where a person may think, well, my way is the right way. But I think the Hierophant is one that he not only follows a particular religion or a particular way of doing things, he is also very open-minded, and he gets downloads from spirit all the time, from guides, and so it's not like he would be biased or rule out any possibilities that are out there. So I think that's a good sign. Like, generally, I think they have their certain way of doing things, but they definitely don't rule out other options. So this could be one and the same type of person. Maybe not. Maybe the Knight of Cups is breaking away from some kind of cultural thing, some kind of ritual, some kind of dogma, some kind of belief system, possibly. Or this person is actually about to make a move, and it could be a Taurus. The Knight of Cups is saying, I hear I know. The Knight of Cups is saying, he's saying, I bring the chalice of hope back to my people. May it lighten their loads during the storm. Okay, this feels like a philanthropist type of person, somebody who's very charitable and very loving and giving. So they could be one and the same. This knight is wearing blue armor, and he's on a horse, like most knights are, and the horse representing action and movement and drive and passion. And as holding the cup representing love. So there's movement and love here. There's action and love. He holds the golden chalice and looks to where he's going. And there's more clouds in the background, and the horse is adorned with a cloth that has a fish decorated on it. And the horse seems to struggle against the wills of its rider, for while it looks to the side, the rider stares straight ahead. This could also be kind of Cancer energy, because Cancers are known to move from side to side. So if you are dealing with that sign, or that's your sign, that could be something that's going on here. Like, it's interesting because I don't normally see the Knight of Cups being slow and steady wins the race, but it could be it could turn out that way, because, oh my gosh, you guys, this is crazy. Hold on. There is a person riding a horse down the street. I wouldn't normally do this, but I heard, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Is there a horse in the street? Oh my gosh. So that's very significant. Somebody is definitely on their way to this beautiful star, this beautiful princess of light and love. And it's funny, she is not a water sign, but she's holding the water, and the water represents renewal and that beautiful energy of hope and love and light. And she's saying, I pour the stuff of dreams are made into the waters of life for the dreamers to receive. So this dark-haired woman glides up from the water and looks to the heaven. In her hands we see gold and silver chalices once again. Instead of being blended together like Temperance, they're being poured back into the waters. She does not look at what she's pouring back into the waters. Instead, she allows the greater picture of what is around her to tell her what to do. The moon is in the background, connecting this card to dreams and desires. The silvery liquid comes out, signifying releasing of old habits and desires so that one can make way to new ideas. The bright star in the background signifies the guiding light of one's inner compass. So it's all about your hopes and dreams, your universal guidance, liberation, purification, cleansing, and renewal. And I feel like in some ways, this is what you need to do before you attract this love in. In other ways, this love is coming to you, and so you realize you have to do some cleansing. It could be just as simple as, getting pampered, but it does have a more spiritual message. This whole reading has a deeper, more spiritual message. for this particular day, but I think a lot of these readings, they are clues on a particular day that could propel you forward into the future for many days to come. So take this as like knowing that you have a I feel like you're about to meet somebody who's equally spiritually gifted as you, or on the same wavelength as you. And the only thing is their path, their pace is a little bit side to side. If you ever notice the crab when they move, that's a cardinal sign is Cancer. And so they're leaders and they move forward, but their style is different. They move a little side to side to side to side, but eventually they get where they're going, right? They don't have like a bold push, like a fire sign that goes with their heads, like the ram, you know. And maybe it's a key here for you that you may like to try this, you know. It's a little bit of this and a little bit of this to just to be sure. Instead, you know how if you have fear of moving forward, you take very slow, methodical steps. But maybe a good way to take steps is to go from side to side a little bit and not just completely straightforward. So it's an interesting concept, but I think it's definitely a bigger picture of love coming towards you, and it's just going to be very unique and special, and this person's going to mirror you and be so much give you so much that you've been hoping for and wishing for and loving and desiring. So I think this is a beautiful reading, and I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.